I usually start right here at the pole, but it actually starts here over the eye, and it runs up here between the pole, the crest, the pole, and the ear. And we got a little blink right on that spot. And it runs a couple inches. For the most part, it's in a hollow or a groove, if there is one. But it runs a couple inches off the midline of the horse, right along here. I actually could paint it on here. Goes up over the withers. Maybe 2 or 3 inches off the center line of the horse. When it gets up here, right here, it splits off and heads down for this groove, this delineation between the hamstring muscles. So right here, goes down this groove, and just a couple inches off the center line, as I said, follow this groove here, follows this groove between the flexor tendons, goes over the pastern here, and then from here, it just follows this ridge right down to the coronary band right here. And it ends at the termination point's a ting point. So there are 6 ting points on each hoof. They're the terminations of different meridians. And just for other purposes, this is the ting point for the bladder meridian. There's another one that just on the inside that corresponds to this one here, where this little ridge meets here. So one here, one on the inside in the same place. One right here in the front, one right here in the back, between the bulbs of the heel on the coronary band, or on the hairline. Okay? And then there's one more between this one and this one, right in the middle here. So one here, the ting point for the bladder meridian, the corresponding one inside, the front, the back, and then the in-between ones on the quarters here. So you don't, when I finished the bladder meridian, I often would stay on this ting point, and I'd watch the horse's responses, and I would start getting releases on the ting point. So I don't think the horse has tension in his ting point. I think that he has tension that's associated with that bladder meridian, that you're actually affecting the bladder meridian. But if you do get responses on the ting point, you can just stay there and see what kind of releases you get. And you can start to check the other ones. And I'll often just check the other ones just to see what he has to say. And often I'll just put my finger on one and I'll get immediate blinks. And so I'll just stay there until I get a release. So I think my point is, I don't think you're treating the ting point. You're actually affecting the meridian that's associated with that ting point. So, let's see. So, and it's not important that you're right on it. You're not really, if I use the flats of my fingers, or my palm, or I can use just my fingertips. But you just kind of, if you go nice, I'm going to demonstrate the speed I go at now. I'm going to start here. So I'm going to start here, and just as about the speed I'm going to go. I'm going to pass up some of these blinks. Like there's a blink. I'm going to pass that up. Right there's a little bit. I'm going to pass that up. Right there, see? I'm going to keep going though. See, I would normally stay on that if I wanted to get a release there. But I want to just show you the speed, about the speed there you go. And you'll start to get it. It's not so fast that the horse is ignoring it or that you can't see what's going on. And it's not so slow that the horse gets bored. You'll start to get the connection. And the speed you're looking for. See, he's with me now. If I were going faster or harder, he would just block it out. But I'm just going air gap. So that's about the speed I would go. I'm going to keep going. See right there? Now he could blink anytime. Horses blink all the time. If you're not sure, go right back over that. And if you get us blink at the exact same point, then there's a correlation between what I'm doing and what he's doing. So I'm going to go back over that again and see if I can find that blink. That might have been it, but I'll keep going. I'm going to keep going until I get another one. I think that was probably that one. You kind of have to throw... Yeah, he's... Oh, he is? Okay. I'll go back up and look for that one again, or another one that's obvious, that's clear, right there, okay? I'm going to go over that again. Should be right in here. Nope, he guards it the second time. But let's go right there, okay? You see that a little bit? So I'm going to just rest my hand right here, just to see what happens. And I'll talk while I'm doing it so we don't all get bored. But I'm just going to rest just very air gap here. And I'm just going to follow, see what happens. And you got to throw away the clock. Here we go, some shifting, fidgeting. See, I'm going to fidget with him, or walk with him. So now he's kind of saying, now quit that. And now he releases. So that's probably his pattern, all right? Every horse is going to have a different pattern. Every horse is going to respond differently. Did everybody see that connection there? How that worked? Okay. Any doubts? No? You can speak up if there is, because we'll do it. Huh? Okay. Oh, everybody's seen the video. Okay. So this is an easy crowd. So soft sell. I have warm, what do they call, warm leads here. So, but anyways, that's how it works. You're just going to go at a speed. And see, there he is. Now, these questions come up, I'll just answer them. Should I stay here longer? Just throw away the clock. You're on the horse's agenda. So don't expect the results and responses you got from this horse on the next horse. He's starting his little pattern. And every horse is going to have a different pattern. Some are going to be a lot longer. You're going to have to spend a minute if you want. Or you can keep going. You don't have to stay here if you don't want. You can just keep going. Now he's going to... Sometimes they'll do that to lick and chew. They don't want to lick and chew and show you, so they'll make up an excuse, like I had to nibble you, or I had to bite the towel, and then they'll lick and chew. But see how it's working, everybody? So you can change hands. If your arm gets tired, change hands. If you want to rest your other hand on the horse, you can rest your other hand on the horse. If you're not sure you want to stop and go back over it, you can go back over it. If it's too much for the horse here and you want to start here, go here. You don't have to do it from all the way front to back on both sides. If you just get one side, the horse won't go around in the circle for the rest of his life or anything. So, it's more about what you're seeing going on with the horse and what the horse is telling you. Does that make sense to everybody?